Oxygen is the lifeline of Earth. Without oxygen, life is not possible. Earth is the only known planet in the universe till now which has enough oxygen to sustain life. We all know that green plants and microorganisms use sunlight, water and carbon dioxide to produce energy through a process called oxygen photosynthesis. And oxygen is a byproduct. According to scientists, microorganisms in the ocean produce almost half of the oxygen on Earth. But what if I told you that sunlight, plants and photosynthesis are not needed to produce oxygen? Are you surprised and believe that I am wrong? Well, it is true, and nature has another process to produce oxygen. In a major and startling discovery, scientists claim that deep within the ocean is a place where another process through which oxygen is produced without the help of microorganisms and plants. This oxygen is called dark oxygen. A group of scientists involved in a research work in the Clarion Clipperton zone in the North Pacific Ocean have discovered a large amount of metallic nodules on the seafloor, which they say is the production house of this dark oxygen. These metallic nodules are small, about the size of a normal potato, and are spread across a large area on the seabed of the Pacific Ocean. They are producing oxygen in complete darkness and without any help from living organism, according to the scientists. So whatever we had learned about the production of oxygen by plants and microorganisms in the presence of sunlight has been challenged, as no sunlight reaches the depths where dark oxygen is being produced by lumps of metals. Moreover, no living organism and plant is involved in the entire process. Andrew Sweetman, the lead author of this study and a professor and leader of the Seafloor Ecology and Biochemistry Research Group at the Scottish Association for Marine Sciences, SAMS, said, "When we first got this data, we thought the sensors were faulty because every study ever done in the deep sea has only seen oxygen being consumed rather than produced. But after repeatedly checking the sensors and process, the scientists came to the conclusion that they had made a huge discovery." The scientists published their findings on July 22, 2024 in the journal Nature Geoscience. According to the studies, the small metallic nodules found in the North Pacific's Clarion Clipperton zone produce oxygen through seawater electrolysis, where seawater splits into oxygen and hydrogen in the presence of an electric charge. This charge may come from the difference in electric potential that exists between metal ions within the nodules, which leads to a redistribution of electrons. These polymetallic nodules are commonly found on the ocean's abyssal plain between a depth of 3 to 6 kilometers. Most of these metallic nodules are made of oxides of iron and manganese, but they are also rich in other metals like cobalt, nickel and lithium. They also contain rare earth elements such as cerium, which is an essential component of electronics and low carbon technologies. The purpose of the study by Sweetman and his colleagues was to find out the potential impact of mining polymetallic nodules on the seafloor ecosystem in the Clarion Clipperton zone, which is spread over an area of 4.5 million square kilometers between Hawaii and Mexico. This zone is almost 46% of the area of the United States of America. During their experiment, the team was studying and measuring changes in oxygen concentration using special experimental chambers at multiple locations. As we have known till now, oxygen levels decline as one goes deeper into the sea or ocean because light is unable to penetrate and organisms which can photosynthesize cannot survive. The scientists were also baffled when found out that their sensors showed that there was emission of oxygen from the seabed. According to Seaman, he first noticed this phenomenon in 2013, but he did not take note of it because just like you and me, he was also taught that oxygen is produced in the presence of sunlight through photosynthesis. But when he kept on witnessing the same during the course of his study in the oceans, he realized that what he had found was a massive and groundbreaking discovery on how oxygen can be produced. The metal lumps of nodules which are producing dark oxygen take millions of years to form as dissolved metals in seawater get deposited on debris lying on the seafloor. So there is a new way through which oxygen can be produced, and what we have learned has been turned on its head.